TikTok has a serious problem that needs to be spoken about because predators are using their platform to spread disturbing content. Recently, I've been exposing predator rabbit holes on popular social media sites such as Twitter and Discord, but a viewer recently came to me to tell their story. They were sadly abused on an app that a lot of you probably use every day, and it's an app that's allowed to be used by people who are barely even teenagers. TikTok is one of the most popular apps out there right now. With over 1.5 billion monthly users worldwide, there is truly content for everyone, and that includes people who may be into something a little bit more illegal. TikTok boasts an advanced algorithm called the For You page, and it does its job well. You'll be fed content similar to that you interact with regularly, no matter what it may be. It could range from sports, to memes, to any other type of content that you're interested in. It's designed to make you want to stay on the app for as long as possible, because the more engagement they have, the more popular the app becomes, and the longer you stay on the app, the quicker that you become addicted. The discussion of addiction has kind of been a background topic in these few Predator videos because a lot of the overarching discussion has involved the gooning community. Gooning is basically when you do a certain adult act for hours on end, and it often leads to people becoming addicted to adult content. Through apps like Twitter, they can build up a collection of adult photos or follow as many models as they want. But on platforms like TikTok, it becomes that little bit more dangerous. They will be spoon-fed exactly what this algorithm knows that they want. And with very few checks in place for what is actually being uploaded to TikTok, it's very easy for disturbing content to slip through the cracks. And this is where our rabbit hole begins, with people being fed content that is questionable at best. Just like Discord, it can all start with a simple search. All it takes is searching for an innocent word and boom, you've stumbled upon a network of predators. Like the others, they communicate through code. NL, meaning no limits, reverse age to avoid being reported, or concerning emojis such as maps or pizza. If people like me and you don't know about this code, then it's going to slip under the radar, and the most disturbing part of that will be that it will do its job. One of the only ways to shut this down is to spread awareness, because if we know about the disturbing ways that they go about this, then they can no longer do it under everyone's noses. It's all there on TikTok, either in their bio, their username, or their content. They are always indicating to other predators that they are also in on the illegal stuff. And in doing that, their followers begin to rise quickly. And the more followers they have, the more that their content and profile is promoted. And thus, the disturbing cycle of predators continues. Someone could download TikTok, and before they know it, they could have fallen down the rabbit hole. Because all it takes is one search. But don't take my word for it, let me show you. Don't worry, everything is blurred, I didn't see anything bad. For the sake of this video staying on the platform since my last one did get removed and I had to re-upload it, I'm going to be very careful about what I'm saying, so if things are blurred or you don't like the editing then I really do apologise, but I'm doing what has to be done. Now, let's dive in. Alright, so I've made a brand new TikTok account to show just how bad this problem is. So imagine this is someone who's just downloaded TikTok, possibly someone who is not an adult, and if they were to say have an interest in maps, you know, the things that you use to navigate, which I don't know why they would have an interest in it, but this is just to show you how easy the rabbit hole is to access. So say you were searching for something as innocent as that, MEP, and literally the first result is map friendly goon. And there's other bad ones as well, like map flag. Since it is the first result, we're going to take this top one for example, so let's click on it. Now, immediately right at the top, we can see an account called Your Map Friend, and another account called NL Goon Pumper. Now, I've mentioned this in my last videos, but if you haven't watched them, NL stands for No Limits, and it's kind of a calling card for these predators. So we're going to take this top account for example. Their profile picture is the flag that maps use, and as you can see, they have 271 followers. They have no content, but they do have 28 likes, meaning that something has been published at some point. Or that could also potentially be comments, which is arguably actually more concerning. I'm not really sure how this likes bit on TikTok works, so if anyone can explain that in the comments, please be my guest. So if we go into their followers tab, right at the top, we can already see a bad account called Lolly Lover. This account also has the map flag as our profile picture, and their account is private, so we'll never know what's on it. Not that I think any of us would want to anyway. We've got accounts like Gunner Pump Addict, Gotta Love Maps. And if we open these up, we can see that Gotta Love Maps has been suspended, thankfully. But trust me, that is really not normal in this case, because a lot of these accounts have been up for ages. This account may seem normal, but if we go into their following, you can kind of guess how someone can fall down this rabbit hole. It's kind of what I've explained in my other videos, where it's so easy for someone to be looking for normal adult material and then fall down this rabbit hole of illegal content. I mean, right at the top, we've got an account called or_map. They're really being open about it. You can see their profile picture, what it says over the character's eyes, and the t-shirt is also the map flag. But probably the most disturbing aspect of this, apart from how open they are about it, is the fact that they have over 3,000 followers. And in addition to that, they're following almost 1,500 people. So it makes you wonder, how long has this account been up? How many minors has this person been able to get in touch with? Because by that follower count, and the fact their account is private with 0 likes, this seems to be a very big ring. And there's also people here like Young Gunette_. And also this person with AAM in their name, which stands for Adult Attracted Minor. And again, we've got people saying things like NL. And this person's doing the tactic that I have spoken about before, where people who are looking to evade report systems will put their age as 3-1, for example, instead of their actual age, and then a little reverse emoji so people know to flip it. And I don't know what this is at the bottom. I'm obviously going to blur it in the video, but this is some sort of code, and I can only assume it's some sort of session ID or Telegram username, but it's not one that I've seen before. And again, this person claims to be too young to be on this side of TikTok in their username, but they have almost 1,500 followers. And again, this person is doing another tactic where they will say things like level rather than age. And it's also reversed, as you can tell. I can't show this. I don't know what it is, but the fact it's on this profile, the video has 100,000 views. It looks to just be Belle Delphine, but still, the fact that it's being promoted from an account like this. They even blatantly have the map emoji in their bio, which is a telltale sign, and they even say that they sell. By the looks of it, it's illegal content that they are selling. And we've got another here. This account is called Boy. They are claiming here to be the age of... And just read this caption. It says, "I get excited when I see my older cousin. I want her to me." Absolutely disgusting. And so many other people if we scroll. We've got someone, again, who claims to be not a legal adult. And again, they're using the whole level tactic here to avoid any reports. Because, for example, if I went to report this profile, which I have done to all of these, by the way, we can say that, you know, they're posting inappropriate content or stuff like that. But then it's actually kind of... wow. Okay. I didn't realize how scuffed the reporting system on TikTok actually was. Okay, so TikTok don't seem to actually have a way to report CSAM, unless it's actively being posted to the guy's profile. These are the options, and the only option is that the user could be under years old, which is simply the age you need to be on TikTok in the first place. You can report their info, like their bio, for example, but it doesn't even tell you, it doesn't give you the chance to put additional information. It literally just says imagery or text that violates our community guidelines. You don't have the choice to explain what's actually happening. That really needs to be sorted, and I'll be reporting this through another method. I'll put links in the description again. I urge you to go and report these people, but it doesn't seem like doing it through TikTok is really going to do anything. This is probably one of the most disturbing examples that I've found so far. They are hiding their age by making it a math sum, which is a method we discussed in my last video, but they say that they are selling. Again, this is someone who's not an adult selling pictures of themselves. Content that should never be out there, never mind sold. And they say that their DMs are open. They've even made a video saying, "I'm selling DM for prices," and It has 400 views. That's not a lot for TikTok, but it's 400 too many. The fact that this video is still up and someone's in the comment asking to trade pics. And again, he's also not of a legal age. This is a really dark rabbit hole where minors are being taken advantage of right before our eyes. Not only by adults, but TikTok are allowing their platform to be used by minors to engage in public in inappropriate ways. And this person has over 1,000 followers, and they have posted saying that they got lots of followers before they even posted anything. They even directly call the people following them perverts. They admit to being an AAM and also say that maps should DM them. They also link their Telegram, which again obviously not going to be showing it here, but it's disturbing that they're putting this out there into the open. And I'm sure if we look in the comments, the person is asking what they should post, and one of the top comments says, I don't know if this is too much for TikTok, but lots of other people saying that they should post their thighs and stuff like that. And of course, a lot of these people don't have their ages in their bio because they want to stay hidden, because realistically, they're probably creepy adults. And again, this is kind of a very deep rabbit hole, because every account that you find, you'll find 10 more. By either looking through the following list or the followers list. There's so much material out there for predators to use on a free-to-use app like TikTok that everyone has on their phones. It falls back into this whole gooner stuff. In my last video, which got removed from YouTube and I had to re-upload it, I showed off some of the servers that these gooners use. I highly recommend watching that if you want to get a full idea of just how disturbing this rabbit hole is, and the full version is also available on Patreon if you support me on there and haven't checked it out. But of course, there is still a free-to-watch version. I just had to cut some things, otherwise it would be taken down. And I'm sure it wouldn't take long of me scrolling through this to see someone, you know, offering a Discord link. I had a scroll through this guy's followers, and there are a lot of adults in there. This is one of the first accounts that we found on this rabbit hole. This person blatantly says that they're an AAM in their username. They say that they don't send or trade, but they also admit to being into. They are years old, and their only video says what you're seeing on your screen. Their tags say Goon, Goon, Zoo, Map Pride, and AAM. I'm sorry, but everyone following this account should be immediately banned from TikTok. Some people are just blatantly posting as their profile picture on this app. I didn't even know that was allowed, and with an app that allows 13-year-olds on it, it certainly should be a bannable offence. And here we go. This is someone who has O3 in their username, so I can only assume that they are over the age of 18, but they also have 3 emojis: a map, cheese, and pizza. They say in their bio that they are a no limits gooner, that they love cheese pizza, and they also have a Teleguard link. And oh my god, by going into his reposts, I can't show this. I literally can't show this, but I'll try to explain it. So, this is the posted to TikTok, right? It has 2,000 likes, 200 bookmarks. It's I can show you that part. It's Will Smith pointing to it, right? And all they've done to allow this to pass the algorithm is put some sort of, you know, hypnosis filter. I'll try to put an example on the screen right now of the type of filter they put over it, but that is how little it takes to manage to post this. Now, this is another video that this guy reposted. It's nothing bad. It's literally just a young looking girl speaking to the camera. But from what I can imagine, she just waves basically, but the problem here is the comments. We can see here someone comment pizza and people reply, message me, DM me. Another person asked for the name of the girl, and someone with the username Catty Pizza replies, hey sweetheart, kindly send me a message if you are interested in buying pizza videos. We can go to Catty's profile and we can see that they say pizza available. They link a Teleguard, a Telegram, and a Zangy, whatever that is. They have followers as well. People are obviously engaging with this person. Their reposts on the surface are nothing bad. It's just, you know, girls dancing and stuff like that. But the problem is, they're all in school uniform. This guy clearly has a thing for kids, and they're being so open about it. Even having it in the name. Now, what's disturbing me here is that someone's commented, she's well advanced beyond her age. I love it. I haven't seen anything new from her though. Why this is disturbing me is I really hope that this isn't the victim of some sort of predator. I hope that videos of this girl aren't being shared about explicit videos, because she looks like she isn't old enough for that. I could be wrong, I could be reading into it too much, but just by the wording of that, it really scares me that this is just on TikTok. And for the record, this has almost 2,000 likes. Now, here's another person who, again, shouldn't be engaging with this type of content, and they say that they are the 3x ban champion. Now, this highlights a whole other issue, because if TikTok are banning these people, then why aren't they staying banned? You'd think that if they were violating these type of rules, you know, rules where people are harming children, that these people would be banned forever. Hardware banned, internet banned, whatever you need to do to make sure that they stay off your platform. And if you don't do that, then it almost is like you're complicit in it. Now, this is another person, this is probably the last one of this type of stuff I'm going to look at, because it's actually, you know, making me upset how out there that stuff is. But this person is saying best link for pizza, and they say get Omega, best HD group chat. They link a Telegram and a Teleguard, giving people 2 ways to contact them. And in the followers, there's even more. I'll be honest, when I went into this, I was going to discuss the AAM and map aspect of it and how these people were forming communities, but I have uncovered more than even I thought was on here. I've uncovered a whole network of predators sharing illegal videos on an app that is intended for children. Just think about how messed up that is. Now, we're gonna go back to the original search, because again, it's not only profiles you can fall down the rabbit hole on, but it's even in this others searched for section. We can see people have searched for Goon Schoolies UK, Goon Level Goon UK uniform. And let's click on this one, for example, the first result. This person is reposting a video of 2 high school girls dancing, and they say DM for telly. You can imagine what is in that Telegram channel. People are calling them beautiful, adorable. This old looking guy says pretty girls. And this person is trying to save their account by saying that all the girls are 18+ models, but I'll tell you, just one look at this profile and you can tell that none of these girls are. It's just another stupid attempt to try and save their TikTok account. There's even more disturbing searches here, because we've got this one that says No Limits Goon 09. The year for someone turning 18 currently is 2007. So you can put the pieces together as to what someone's looking for when they add the year 09. So yeah, this is horrible. The gunning stuff, the gunning servers were bad, but this problem is rife on TikTok, and the company seriously need to do something to shut this down. And again, all that started from one TikTok search. TikTok has a serious moderation problem. All of this is going on, and you just saw the extent of how bad this is. Thousands of people, probably even more than I found, and a whole network of people selling illegal content, sharing links to other platforms where they can go and do whatever they please. The reporting system is broken. We've known this for ages. If you report something genuinely bad, it will probably stay on the platform, but your innocent comment could be taken down, all because someone spam reported it. And in regards to the content we discussed today, as I shown in my deep dive, TikTok don't even have the relevant option to get it taken down. For such a serious issue, and for such a massive platform like TikTok, you really think it would be a given to have that. In October of last year, TikTok laid off hundreds of content moderators in favour of AI. This advanced AI system would reportedly recognise content that violated TikTok's policy and get it taken down. It's very clear that people have figured out how to bypass this, whether it's through methods that we've discussed or by using certain words to get through the moderation. Something new needs to be introduced. And this is a prime example of why AI cannot replace humans in terms of moderation, especially when it's regarding something so serious. And some of the content we can't even report using their flawed system. Predators don't only use coded language because they also private their profiles so that they can handpick who can be introduced into their world. And without access, what are we meant to do? If we don't know what they're posting or who they could be taking advantage of, then how are we supposed to report it? TikTok have not, and probably will not, even acknowledge the extent of this issue. No one wants their platform to be home to a predator ring, but whether they like it or not, it is. And I have direct proof that people are falling victim to it. One of my viewers, who I will not be naming for the sake of privacy, has allowed me to share their story. If you are watching this, I truly thank you. When they were 11, they heard about the gooning community on TikTok. They went into troll predators originally, but met a guy through it who she texted for a few weeks. Sadly, she was taken advantage by him through text, but at the time, she didn't realise what was going on. So she went even deeper into the rabbit hole by making her own TikTok account. She gained around 600 followers from posting videos of herself in very little clothing, sometimes with just emojis covering up parts that aren't meant for TikTok. But the platform failed to take them down. Eventually, the videos, which had been posted to the viewer's private account at the time, were released when someone hacked her and made her account public. And some of the private photos that she had sent to people with her face in it were also leaked. She even almost met up with one of the more active members in the community who was 23 at the time. And although this was actually reported to the authorities, nothing ever came of it. Through this though, she also met people similar to her age who would sell pictures of themselves through apps like Telegram. This viewer has first-hand experience of this. She has been a victim of it, and it really angers me how platforms are just allowed to ignore this, even though a young person is in therapy right now because of things that have occurred on their platform. This is an issue that so many social media platforms have, and the longer it gets ignored, the more victims these rings claim. It's almost as if they turn a blind eye to exploitation, but in my opinion, and I hope yours too, enough is enough. If you can, share this video to get the word out there, but if you'd rather use your own platform no matter the size, then please do. I don't care about getting views on this or any of my Predator videos for that matter. I just want this issue to be genuinely taken seriously. So please, do your part, and hopefully we can get this shut down once and for all. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share the video, do all of that good stuff if you did enjoy, it really helps the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and what you thought of this disturbing rabbit hole. And of course, check out my social media, I have Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. And thank you so much to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, Brooke, Entreprenaut, Morrigan, K4 Silver, Alex Rod, Based Finger, Carmilla, Tango Slime, Shoshka, Frozen Roses, and Nisha Coles. I really appreciate all of your guys' support, you make me doing YouTube possible, so thank you so much. I'll be back on Friday with another video, but if you want more content right now, YouTube thinks that you'll like the video on your screen.